Hello everyone, Manithral here, and welcome to the weekly update video of patch notes, and I have a special announcement at the end of the video as well. For those who are not familiar, I am doing a membership giveaway, and I have some details on that, and also some slight changes if you've seen a previous video compared to the old requirements for it versus new requirements for it. Which I will be happy to mention to you guys now. The requirements for them are a lot less, and there's a reason for it, but I will get to that after the video. This way people who are here just for the updates and patch notes can just see that. Okay, so the Lost Grove is what is today's update. As you can see, it's just exactly west of the incandescent energy. It has its own music, it has its own sound effects, if you can hear the lightning and thunder in the background, which is amazing in the sound quality. But when you get here, to get to the Lost Grove, you gotta click on this, inspect the sandstone. Now, sandstone, sorry. Now, if you do click on it, it'll say if you want to enter. If you want to enter and no one asks us again, and then don't enter, you have your three options. But I can guarantee you are going to be safe if you just enter. Now, as far as anything else goes, I cannot guarantee that, but I ran around the island just to be sure, and I was perfectly safe. I didn't get attacked by anything. Okay, so when we first get here, we meet Bub. I didn't talk to Bub yet, but this is exactly where the new update takes place. This is a Lost Grove, and I gotta say, it is beautiful. It is magnificent. So, there is a bit of a backstory here between Solik and what happened to Solik, what happened to when people came here. Okay. Right now, Bub doesn't really do much for us. But entering up this part, to me, is just absolutely amazing. I mean, look at that skybox. The fog that's around the trees that are just in the water like that. And you go up to this area right up here. Absolutely beautiful. And then you look at these trees. This is going to redefine RuneScape's graphics, this area alone, in my opinion. I mean, this is just absolutely stunning. Now here is where we get to the Wisp of the Groves. And Tali is going to be talking about helping uncover a lot of hidden secrets. And yeah. What you get for this is you can get different XP, but it's another distraction and diversion, and you get farming and hunter XP. And once you're completed, you get to take it to her. It asks you if you want to aid her, and I will aid for the video. This way, you guys get to see what happens when you aid. But to further explore the island, because I'm sure you guys want to see the Slayer creatures that are in here. Also, it is noteworthy to know there is a way that you can actually plant a fairy ring right up here. And so there's an enchanted soil. That ball, I'm pretty sure that has to deal with Solik. And as you can see, there's going to be a cave entrance down below, it looks like. Oh, that just looks absolutely amazing. And when it comes time for Solik's release, you'll be able to enter through that way. But okay, we've seen Chester. Alright. And Chester seems to have disappeared. Right here is a vine crawler. Now you'll see he is weak to range. He has quite a bit of hit points. But I have no idea what these things are completely weak to and what they're not completely weak to, and how strong they are. And apparently, well, thinking about it, I should have known they were magic based. I mean, oh, whoa. I should have seen all that coming. Wow. That is a very rare death for the sake of this. I usually don't have to deal with that. I did not think it would hit so hard, so easily. Confirm. Well, there went 500k. Yay! Alright, let's get back to the area. So now you know what not to do. Do not confront that creature. It will annihilate you. And since I'm here, I can actually show you the easier way of getting there. Just take your Ring of Dueling and head to Castle Wars. It's probably the fastest way to it that I can think of offhand. I don't know of any other way until you actually unlock the fairy ring to get there. But so now you see that these creatures are quite powerful. You really don't want to go into fighting them without, you know, proper preparation, proper gear. Because that thing hits like a truck. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it broke my jar, so... Alright, I'd end up having to get a new jar, but that's no big deal. I'm sure I can get as many jars as I so desire. Come on, keep on walking. I don't know why, but he just does not want to walk today, depending on how far you click out. Usually that's not an issue. You can click out as far as you want. Yeah, so now at least you get to see how you get there. And how the water even looks different when you get so far out. And then the thunder sets in. They gave this area a very good ambiance to it. This area is quite beautiful, I will say that. Alright, so now we're back here again. I will say it is quite the trek to get here. But you know what? Not everything should be a couple seconds to get to one place. That's my opinion. Okay, Wisp of the Groves. I got another jar. I probably should pay attention to what she's saying whenever I get the jar, but eh. I mean, you can see all the different details of this place, and it is just absolutely beautiful. I hope they take these graphics and they start applying them to other areas within the game. So yeah, these little buggers, just remember, they are strong. They are level 140 for a reason. Okay, these things are actually kind of a pain. Aha! But, now there is 3 different types of creatures. This is just one of them. That is the Vine Crawler. As you've seen, he can do quite a bit of damage. We'll head this way. I want to take you guys around the island, show you a bit more. Don't be entirely surprised if whenever you first enter, like, it doesn't completely fully load in like it normally does. It happened to me as well. And here's the Bulbous Crawler. They are the ones that are weak to melee. So we'll attack one of these. These I should be pretty good because I am in melee gear. Whoa. Alright. I gotta think twice about before attacking these creatures. I gotta do something here. Obviously they hit hard. So you will have to take that into account if you want to fight these creatures. Looks like there is more things down this way. Yeah, you could actually walk over the hillsides like that, which is something we're not entirely used to here. Okay, can't quite walk down there though. But you see there's mossy rocks that are just walking around. Okay, there's one more creature to be found. And that is the golem one. Oh, before I forget, this area up here, this is where you can get some lore, some dialogue about the area, and it'll also give you some information as to what happened to Solik and what happened to the group of elves that had actually come here. So that is actually very useful information and very interesting information whenever you go to read about it. I don't want to actually do that because I don't want to give any spoilers. This way you guys can actually see it for yourselves. Now these little guys over here, the moss golems, even though they are tiny, they are probably extremely mighty. Now the one thing I've seen somebody do is they stood up here and they shot them from up there. Kind of a cheap way to fight them, but you know what? It worked. But these are the moss golems. And that actually bring me all the way back around to the ferry that we started with, the Tili. And the entrance is just right up here by this tree limb bridge. Which is probably actually my favorite area in the whole thing. Is that bridge right there, because it looks so cool. Okay, but anyway, now we will get into actually... Let's say, let me log out here. Game didn't want to let me log out. Now we will get into the actual reading portion of this. And it says, sit tight, Slayers. Hordes of brand new creatures. Which is quite good. Okay, there is a reward for the hunter and farming XP. You'll also get a chance to obtain a new pet, Viney. And then here is and as you guys see, these guys do pack a nasty punch, as they have mentioned. The Vine Crawler, it says of the three, these give you the most GP per hour. At 106, which is the Slayer levels, is the Bulbous Crawlers. They are in the middle. They give you more. They give a balance between XP and GB. And then the Moss Golems at level 108 Slayer, they grant the best XP per hour for the trio. But it does say there the Lost Grove is a veritable treasure trove of secrets, loot, and lore. So there is some lore that I have seen, but there's also the Cinderbane gloves, which pack a passive poison attack. And if you combine it with your existing weapon poisons, you have a poison plus going on. Now where to slay them, as you guys have seen, that is where you will slay them. And otherwise, that is actually it. But the gloves are a hybrid. There might be more. There might be just that for loot. Who knows? There could be secrets. Jackets does love to do secrets lately, which is very nice. So for streams this week, they'll probably be posting more and more stuff about Runefest. So that's good news for you guys. Oh, right there, it says Runefest. Okay, so it's Tuesday, September 26th. At 1600 UTC, Runefest reveals. They actually already have that up though. And Sunday, October 1st at 1900 UTC, game time is PVM with Mod Lee. But yeah, this one is already up. So, but there will also be posting an unfinished business Q&A from a live stream. So just in case you guys have missed that. Otherwise, we're going to be heading into the patch notes, which are supposed to be quite a bit of hot fixes for the Invention Batch 2. Okay, so for graphical, the green skill chip in the RuneFest in-game event has been corrected to be red. Skills D&D's minigames, Divine Nomadic Vacuum with no charge no longer prevents players from receiving Divine Memories. The Divine Nomadic now absorbs enriched memories produced by enriched springs. It is now possible to teleport to Xenaris directly from Portable Fairy Ring. This uses up a charge as usual. Portable Fairy Rings now consume a charge when entering an incorrect code that teleports within Xenaris. The Invention Guild bank chest area can now fulfill formerly bank-only functions, such as healing and keepsaking. Players can now activate a Portable Fairy Ring or Spirit Tree Rerouter if it's the last one in their stack and their backpack is otherwise full. Various Invention Batch 2 related typos have been fixed. The Nature Sentinel outfit no longer uses bonus XP modifiers on non-members' worlds. Players can now enter the Clan Wars area with Legendary Pet, but still cannot enter any of the portals. The promotion information section of Treasure Hunter now displays the cash out value of the whole stack of items instead of individually. Filling wax buckets when your backpack is full no longer drops them to the ground. Players must now be wielding a relevant augmented item at a Citadel plot to receive item XP. Various items that would formerly drop to the floor when crafting them with the Make X system will no longer do so. Quest challenges and achievements. The ladder in the Witch's House is now correctly referred to as stairs. Other players are no longer able to whack others in the wilderness with fun-styled weapons to prevent people being tricked into skulling. PvP damage reduction no longer applies to cosmetic versions of the Vanguard, Battle Mage, and Trickster gear, or Trickster. The Exiled Cowfight Queen will no longer spawn multiple times inside a boss instance if the final hit is dealt by the Dark Magic Aura. Players are now able to change outfits correctly after reopening the wardrobe interface after closing it with the recolor palette open. Non-Iron Man accounts can no longer search and use the I am Iron Woman by the way and I am Hardcore Iron Man by the way quick chat messages. Abilities and spells now correctly light up when they are available on the ability bar. Last week, hotfixes. The Invention Guild instancing was deactivated as the guild was not appearing correctly when instanced. The biting perk was deactivated as it was triggering too often. I hope that was reactivated. The potion drinking delay was restored. Cold fix. Ring of Slaying 8 can be noted once again. Cold fix. The Invention Guild instancing mechanic was fixed and re-enabled. The activation rate of the biting perk was corrected and the perk was reactivated. There we go. Iron Men can no longer benefit from the Invention early bird bonus, which they knew it did. The checks behind creating a tier 2 machine to ensure the tier 1 is already built were tightened. Compacted combat bracelets no longer revert to non-compacted variant when using the Kadarn Well. An issue with the Devotion perk was fixed. A message about having no charge now only appears if the player has unlocked Invention. An issue with the withdrawal products option when the machine has been fixed. The Ring of Slaying and Games Necklace right-click options now all work consistently. An issue where machines were not running correctly was fixed. Several checks for machine charge usage were fixed. Machine batch disassembly now does multiple batches per machine tick. Ninja fixes. Carrying cursed energy or memories will now prevent players from teleporting and will now ignore the wilderness level restrictions to allow anyone to attack them. Wow. That is something different. Keep that in mind for those who do like to go out there for cursed energy. New drop-down menu has replaced the checkbox in the interface option for the Slayer counter. Players can now choose the direction in which the Slayer counter will expand when the skull icon is clicked. And players using Legacy interface mode can now turn the interface on and off. The bank pin interface to be more in line with visual style of other interfaces. An additional clay rock has been added to the Manithral dig site to help with Manithral pottery oven runs. The total amount of currency held in a currency pouch, such as rare tokens, will now be displayed in the chat box when that currency is added to the pouch. The Quake, Decimate, and Assault ability descriptions within the Powers interface and the Augmented Fine Whip special attack description have been updated to improve their clarity. The message given when opening Prime Balls is now filtered under the Game Messages option in the chat window. Players will still be notified of golden crackers and golden eggs. The Twitch button has been removed from the ribbon. It's actually kind of overdue. As far as the Slayer thing goes, if you guys had noticed it, it shows actually more information, and if you click on it, you can actually see what your target creature is actually weak to. So it's actually very useful if you are looking into that. But now for the special announcement at the very end here regarding the VIP/membership bond. However you want to look at it, giveaway. Whether you use the bonds for membership, treasure hunter, rune coins, etc., that's up to you. But I was being given advice that I should actually make it for subscribers and subscribers only. And if you guys had noticed, whenever I would talk about this, whenever I would try to bring it up, I didn't feel comfortable about it. And I still don't feel comfortable about that. Mainly because the whole aspect of the channel has been to be for the viewers, regardless if you are a subscriber or if you're just a viewer. If you're not a subscriber, I mean, there could be various reasons why you're not a subscriber. Various reasons. But every single person is contributing to the channel. Every single person is helping the channel in some regard. And whether you're viewing, whether you're subscribing, and trust me, I appreciate the subscriptions, I appreciate the views, I appreciate everything you guys are doing for me and for the channel. Which is why I want to go back, if you guys seen on my Twitter, I want to go back to the roots of the channel and actually state that this is not something anymore that has to be a subscriber base. So if you are not a subscriber, that's fine. If you don't want to comment in the comment section to be entered in for this, that's fine. Because keep in mind this, I am somebody, obviously I record on a regular basis. So put it this way, if somebody does contact me outside, like let's say they contact me within RuneScape itself, I can take a screenshot of that. I can take a quick clip of that. This way, I know it's there, and if there's ever any discrepancy with anybody, I can be like, hey, I do have, an instance where this person had said they wanted to be entered in. I don't think it'll come to that, but I'm just saying, for my own records, and mostly this way I don't forget people. That is why I want to take maybe like a screenshot, because mostly I don't want to forget the people who do want entered in for the competition. So you don't have to be a subscriber, and you don't have to comment in the comment section below. We can actually just do it either through the comment section and also through the RS chat. So you can PM me, whether it's on my main account, which is Vidraj, or on my secondary account, which is Grandius. Now there is a third account, but I'm very rarely on that. I basically only made that account to do the imp catcher, which I do want to do that quest really soon. But yeah, that's actually what I want to announce about that. So you do not have to be a subscriber. You do not have to be, you don't have to, follow a certain requirement. The only requirement is if you do want to enter in, I would appreciate it if you at least have, an RS account. And if you don't have an RS account, and if you want to wait until closer to time and you make an RS account, then it's fine. Because as long as you're able to claim the prize, that part doesn't matter to me about how long you're playing. Because maybe, getting that membership will make you say, hey, I actually want to play this game, I want to try it out, and here's a perfect chance to get membership. And that's exactly how I look at it. If you're interested in the game, you should be able to get into it. And what better way than to have somebody, maybe assist you along. If this way you don't feel like, you did something you shouldn't have, you end up don't liking the game, or you end up loving the game, then you want to get involved in the game more. So that's what it is. I feel so much better saying it this way than saying that it's for subscribers only. It is nothing against the subscribers. I love the subscribers. You guys are awesome. You guys are really doing a lot for the channel by, doing those extra little steps of liking, subscribing, commenting. That kind of stuff actually does reflect back on the channel, and I do appreciate that, because the more subscribers, the more views, the more out there the channel gets, the more people we can reach, the more people we can do stuff for, the more people we can help out. Entertain, help with quests, help with boss guides, and build up the community. Whether it be helping, me, helping you guys, helping anything within our reach, that is fantastic. So that is one thing I want to say, is it's as one of the things that it's been bothering me, because I was given that advice to make it subscriber only, and every time I went to go say about it, it's just like, this does not sound right, this does not feel right. I feel like I am excluding people who might not be able to subscribe. I feel like I am excluding people who like to keep their subscriptions private, or I felt like I was excluding too many people, and I did not like that. Because I know I don't like having all those kind of requirements. So all you have to do now is you have to say you want to enter the competition, whether it's through PM or through YouTube. That's the only requirement. And when it comes time to giving out the prizes, if you don't have an account, whenever I do give out the prize, because right now there is 2 memberships I will be giving away. Well, not necessarily memberships, but we're talking, 52 bonds approximately that I will be giving away as it stands right now, which is equivalent to 2 one-year memberships as it stands right now. If it changes, I'll adjust accordingly. But as it stands, that's how much is going to be given away for this. Now, if you end up taking those bonds and throw them all into Treasure Hunter, well, that's kinda your thing. Ask me, use it on membership. Don't use it on Treasure Hunter. You guys have seen I've done plenty of Treasure Hunter videos before. Not always worth it. Sometimes you can get lucky, but it's not really overall worth it when you consider, even right now, each bond that I have been buying has been about 14 mil. So, it's really not worth all of a couple, maybe 20 keys. It's not worth it. So, I feel so much better saying that to you guys, because now I want you guys to be able to enter in regardless of what's all going on, and feel free to enter how you wish, but just keep in mind, you just got to let me know you want to enter it in. I'm not going to assume you want to enter it in, because I'm not going to assume that you have an account, or if you're going to be playing. One of those things. And I've those who do have me added, you'll have noticed I'm actually on my main account more and more lately. So that is going to be another thing. Kind of going back to the roots with the channel. So, not just RuneScape, doing back to the roots. So am I. So thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, later guys.